There are 5 things you need to look for before you decide to farm an area as a real estate agent to get listings. My name's Jason Gruner. I own a print shop in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm also a real estate agent, and I send a ton of postcards both for myself and for agents all over the country. When someone reaches out to us and says, I want more listings, the first thing we say is let's pick a farm area and make sure it hits the 5 criteria we use to make sure it's going to be a big target, a good target for you to go after as a real estate agent. Number 1, you need to have at least a 6% turnover, preferably 8% in the number of homes sold per year. So if it's a neighborhood with 1,000 homes in it, we would like to see at least 60 to 80 homes sold in the last 12 months. Number 2, we need to have at least $10 million in volume sold over the last 12 months. Anything less than that is probably not worth going after. It's just if you do a small neighborhood that sells a couple $1,000,000 a year, let's say it sells $3 million and you capture 25% of that market, that's under $1 million in volume. It's probably not worth your time to spend the money sending direct mail to a farm that size that has less than $10 million in volume. Number 3 is we always want to make sure that the every door direct mail route lines up well with that neighborhood. When you can find that, that's the holy grail, because it allows you to use the every door direct mail program for a specific neighborhood. That way you can put a big 6x12 postcard in the mailbox of every single homeowner once or preferably twice a month at a really cost-effective rate. So that third thing is to make sure that the every door direct mail route lines up with your neighborhood that you're going to farm. And number 4 is we want to make sure there's not a dominant agent in that neighborhood. We want to make sure there's no agent that has over 20% market share. It's not that it doesn't work, it's just harder. If there's some guy who's been selling or girl who's been selling homes in that neighborhood for 10 years and they sell 20, 30, 40% of that listings in that neighborhood, it's going to be hard to break in and say, hey, I'm the new guy, you should call me instead. The good news is most neighborhoods are not like this. They don't have a dominant agent. We've looked at hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of neighborhoods. It's extremely rare there's a dominant agent, but do make sure there's no dominant agent that has at least a 20% market share, and that's 20% of the listings that have sold in that neighborhood, that target farm you're looking at in the last 12 months. And number 5, it needs to be an area that you want to work in. You might be able to find a great market, a great farm to do that's 45 minutes to an hour away from your house and you don't really like going there. Don't do it. No, pick something, an area that you're going to get excited about going to. So again, let's just recap. There are 5 things you need to find, 5 criteria you need to hit before you consider doing a farming campaign through direct mail. Number 1, 6 to 8% turnover or higher for the neighborhood in the last 12 months. Number 2, at least $10 million in volume in the last 12 months in that neighborhood. Number 3, the every door direct mail route lines up well with that neighborhood. And number 4, there's no dominant agent who has taken 20% of the listings over the last 12 months. And number 5, it needs to be somewhere you want to work. Listen, I hope this is helpful. We run a print shop. If you want to send postcards every door direct mail, we'd love to work with you. All our information about the print shop is below. If you want to learn more about sending postcards every door direct mail and farming a neighborhood, we wrote an entire course on it. It's got video walkthroughs that shows you how to use the post office's website, how to select a neighborhood, what kind of postcards you could send. We'll give you all the templates. There's a link below for that program. It does cost a little bit of money, but it will save you hours and hours and hours of time if you want to learn everything there is about every door direct mail farming for real estate agents. We put it all together. There's a link for that below as well. Again, my name's Jason Gruner. Thank you so much for watching this video, and we'll talk to you soon.